Good morning. I haven't been in the city this early on a weekday in maybe never. So I'm in Condesa and I'm about to go on a tour with Frutas y Verduras. It's like a plant-based tour and we're gonna go to a tianguis and I'm really excited to kind of eat today. Starting the day with a coffee from Blend Station on Tamaulipas. This is the best cafe in my opinion in Condesa. So here we go. I'm back home now. That tour was so great. It was just over 2 hours of kind of touring around Condesa, touring around the tianguis that they have every Tuesday there. And although I go to a tianguis every single weekend, I learned so much about the produce in Mexico City and just in Mexico in general. It was just super informative about like the sort of foods that Mexicans were eating well before the Spanish were here, things that are native to Mexico, things that are not native to Mexico that you may think are native to Mexico. And yeah, it was just really cool. The guide who ran the tour, Ubish, has grown up in Mexico City, so he's super knowledgeable about the city in general. He runs a bunch of other tours too. And then Margaret, who owns the company Frutas y Verduras, is also really fascinating. She knows a ton about like the produce here in Mexico City and in Mexico, and yeah, as a team, like it's a really cool tour. It's nothing that I've never done anything like it in Mexico before, for sure. Like just like how informative it is about like what people were eating in Mexico, and some of the foods that we tasted were so good. So if you're coming to Mexico City for a short time, or you've just moved here and you're really curious about like learning more about the produce and how to cook things and like what those weird fruits and vegetables are at your local market, I highly recommend a tour. It'll make you feel way less like not stressed out, but you know, like you'll feel a lot more comfortable like buying produce from local people who come into the city to sell their fruits and vegetables, rather than going to the huge chain grocery stores and supporting the mass conglomerates that are mostly American owned anyway. The tour wasn't sponsored. This video isn't sponsored. They did comp my tour, so I didn't pay for the tour, but otherwise, I actually truly believe this is a really cool experience. And if you're looking for something totally different and you want to support like local business here in Mexico City, I really highly recommend it. It's really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As many of you know, I have a guidebook to Mexico City. I will link it below. It's $15. It breaks down all my favorite neighborhoods, the best places to eat in Mexico City, in my opinion. Cool bars, and great places to stay. So if you're coming to Mexico City soon, please have a look at my guidebook and let me know what you think. Bye guys.